So, Helluva Boss episode 4, CHERUB. The premise of this one is sort of weird because you have this de-aging inventor trillionaires. So you start off with that. You know, you get one of them dies and tries to get the whole team to then, you know, kill the other trillionaire and bring them to hell. But then the cherubs, who you first think is a cartoon, who are basically like the same people, but they're like heaven guys, I guess, are going to do the opposite. But then when they found this other, so there's so many concepts in this. It's like, I'm surprised this episode worked, because I was like, it worked really well, but there's so many concepts. I'm surprised this works so well. I really liked it. I don't know, but I noticed maybe people weren't as into it. But so they had this de-aging machine and they put it the wrong way, so they aged rapidly. One of them died, the other one was just super old, and then he's trying to kill himself, but then the other the crew was just like, well, we didn't need to kill him, he's gonna kill himself, we'll just encourage him to kill himself. But then the angels are trying to discourage him from killing himself, and then they have like their back and forth really makes this episode for me. I would watch more episodes of them, the cherub people, and everyone, the imps, going at each other. There's one part where like they're fighting and the two of the imps are making out, and it's just like, I was like, what the fuck is this? But it like works in like almost like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. It sort of reminds me of what I was saying about the Tom and Jerry movie, where it's like it's not so much the plot, it's the execution. And especially with this, because they execute people, but because of the execution, it really gets in this crazy manic like cartoon logic kind of animation jokiness that I think really works about it. There's less like, you know, stupid dialogue and everything. Like, this is much more of a visual episode, and it's so complicated. There's so many crazy stupid things in this that it just, I don't know, I really liked it. I think this shows the best of what Helluva Boss has as a series, because it's just fun to see all these crazy things going on at once. It was almost information overload, but it all worked out, because I was thinking like, you could have a whole thing on the trillionaire aging thing. You could have just the cherub concept. You could have them convincing an old guy to kill himself. But like, let's have it all happen at the same time. And what I liked about this episode is they got it all to work as well. You can have 40 things attacking each other at once, but if there's no like cohesion to the whole thing, because it's almost like one thing leads to another. Like, it's basically like, you know, trillionaire aging thing, then the guy's old and he hires them to go get him to kill himself, and then they get him to kill him, then he wants to kill himself, and then the cherub people show up, and then you're like, it's basically like this escalated this, escalated this, escalated this, and it's like great screenwriting. They did a good job writing this one. This is maybe my favorite, and I've liked the show so far, but I think this is a really good episode. This showed what Vizzy-Pop and all them can really do, because it had a real animation logic to it, and it was maybe less about like someone sleeping with someone or anything like that. It was just like a crazy ass insane kind of concept of an episode, and I just think Helluva Boss like just took it and ran with it, and I was just ready to follow along down that road. Yeah.